Okay, good morning. Al Branca here, president of RxCut. Do appreciate your time today. What we hope to accomplish today on our agenda is give you an overview of our company and most importantly our product, and demo some of our technology, including our award-winning Google-powered pharmacy locator and pricing tool, look at a few card delivery options, and show you some savings examples on some drugs I'm sure you're very familiar with, anti-seizure medications that are discounted with our card. We'll tie a bow around it at the end and let you know what the benefit to the actual Epilepsy Foundation, your chapter, as well as everyone you touch. And of course, I'll have a Q&A at the end and answer any of your questions. So RxCut is we're known as a pharmacy benefit administrator. We create and distribute through various channels healthcare savings program. Our leading product and #1 source of revenue since our inception in 2008 is a very unusual pharmacy discount card that's unlike any others out there. And I'll get into the nuances of that card and how it works in just a little bit. Pharmacy is much more important today than it was back in the 90s because the costs are really out of control because of corporate greed. And the fact that you have a lot of players in this game, manufacturers, pharmacies, and third-party administrators that really drive the cost. Today, pharmaceuticals or prescription medication really represent almost 25% of total healthcare spend. And if you look at everything that goes into that, including acute care, surgery, specialty, rehabilitation, 25% is a huge portion of that total healthcare spend. We had some anxious moments prior to the Affordable Care Act being signed into law because we quite honestly didn't know how Obamacare was going to affect our business model, but it's actually created for us a perfect storm because in just the last year, the average copay has increased 34%, which is unprecedented. In addition, drug spend increased last year over $43 billion, the largest jump in 13 years. Now the total spend is close to $374 billion just here in the U.S. With regard to pharmacy discount cards, you've probably seen hundreds of them out there. There are literally hundreds of discount cards flooding the market today. The problem with all those cards is they're nothing more than private labeled programs of just a handful of larger providers. We're one of them. The rest are known as PBMs, pharmacy benefit managers. And a PBM's core focus is on the funded world, working with insurance companies to administer prescription plans. And they make an average of $22 in gross revenue per claim they process because they do things like play spread and hold back a lot of the rebates they negotiate with manufacturers. Most importantly, all those cards that roll back to PBMs or pharmacy benefit managers are pretty much worthless if you have insurance. They don't want to cannibalize their core business where they're making a whole lot more on the funded side. So most of the time, those cards are going to be very ineffective when going up against an insurance copay. They really only benefit the uninsured. We, on the other hand, are a transparent PBA, a pharmacy benefit administrator. We're a very disruptive model to the PBM, and we've been called by many news agencies the modern-day Robin Hood because we knock out the middleman and we get rid of that corporate greed. Most importantly, we don't work with insurance companies, so we have no conflict offering even those with prescription benefits our significantly discounted price. The rule of thumb is if someone has a generic copay that's $10 or higher, they should check our price because our price will be lower 7 out of 10 times, and that is the game changer. We're a technology company in the healthcare space. Our founder, Gerard Farrow, feel free to Google him. He's won more awards than you can shake a stick at. His first company was called SimCare. They created the healthcare industry's first paperless claims billing system that revolutionized the industry overnight, increasing productivity by more than 300% and increasing accuracy rate from 82 to 98%. From there, Jerry went on and started SunRx back in 2001, which was the first transparent PBM, a true fiduciary as designed by ERISA, meaning that the only money they made was their fully disclosed third-party fee. They passed through 100% of all rebates. Every client, no matter how large or small, got favored nation's pricing with full audit capability. While building SunRx, Jerry had a chance to really drill down on the discount card space and saw a lot of flaws from the PBM models. So in 2008, he launched RxCut, and we've been an Inc. 500 fastest growing company since inception. We do one thing and one thing only. We operate and dominate in the discount card space, and our card guarantees the members the absolute lowest price at the pharmacy, whether it's their insurance copay, our discounted price, or the pharmacy's retail price, whichever is lowest. And I always tell this this story at this slide because it really drills down on the point. We have pretty good health coverage with Aetna, and with that we have Express Scripts as our PBM with a $15 generic copay. A few months back, Jerry was prescribed ibuprofen after shoulder surgery, so he went to his local pharmacy where they had his insurance plan on file. When Jerry handed the pharmacist the script, he reached back into his pocket to grab his RxCut card, but the pharmacist was already ringing him up for his $15 copay. So Jerry stopped him in his tracks, took out his insurance card, turned it over on the counter and said, "What if I lose my insurance tomorrow? What's your cash price, your retail price?" The pharmacist ran the numbers. It was $10.99, $4 less than his copay, and it wasn't even an option until Jerry opened his mouth. Then he said, "Here, try it with the RxCut card." Ran those numbers. It was $7.50, half of his copay. The point of that story is that if Jerry had handed the pharmacist our card along with his insurance card and the script, the pharmacist would need to do nothing. Once he input our numbers into his point of sale system, it would go out to our network switch, where from there we would see the copay price, the retail price, and our price, and we always reply, collect the lesser of all three, because the member always wins. Our cards are free and frictionless. We collect no personal information. We have no agenda to remarket that. So the cards basically are static by nature, meaning you could take our card into any pharmacy and use it and hand the same card to 20 people in back of you in line. There are no eligibility requirements or age restrictions. It can be used by the entire family, and it works on all FDA-approved medications, both brand and generic. Now, if someone has insurance and prescription benefits, we're never going to beat a copay on a brand medication, but that only represents 14% of the market. Most everything, all scripts that are written today are generics. And our card provides savings of up to 94% off retail costs. Right now, we're averaging 42%, or an average of $34 in savings per script, which is an industry high. There's no deductibles, no maximum benefit, and a card can be used an unlimited number of times because it never expires. Unlike the PBM-based cards that can only benefit those with no insurance, our card works for everyone, including most everyone today who is underinsured with higher deductibles, limitations, or exclusions, and anyone with prescription coverage that has a generic copay, $10 or greater. These are actual examples of some claims adjudicated through our system, where in every case on these medications, not only do we crush the retail price, and provided these type of savings with these percentages at these pharmacies, but we also beat a $10 copay in every instance. We have a huge pharmacy network, over 64,000 participating pharmacies, including all the major drug chains, supermarkets, box stores, wholesale clubs, and 98% of all independently owned pharmacies operate within our network. The only ones we don't have contracts with, quite honestly, are in-house pharmacies and hospitals that don't do retail and specialty compounding operations. We highly push our clients and our members to not blindly walk into any pharmacy, but to check prices in one of two ways. We provide a 24/7 bilingual helpline where our customer service agents can price medication for our members who don't have internet access and let them know where the best price is, or use our technology, which I'm going to demo for you in just a little bit. We show real-time pricing, and you can price multiple medications at once off our website. Our card also works on pet meds, itself a $2 billion a year business. And there are two types of pet meds. Those that have a human equivalent, those that are pet specific. Every partner site has a mail order page where members can experience about 30% off retail for flea and tick spray and heartworm medication, or those that have a human equivalent. So instead of paying $35 for Snoopy cephalexin at the vet clinic, you can ask the vet for that prescription, use our pricing tool, and go to your local pharmacy to pay 5 times less, about $7 for that same medication. We have a full-service graphics, marketing, and video department that can create customized flyers, educational pieces, and videos for our members to help educate all they touch. And we're very transparent by nature. Each morning, we give our partners and agents total visibility into their claims, whether it be all the detail that shows the drug, the retail price, what the member paid, what they saved in dollars and percentage, and the pharmacy information, or just a screenshot or a quick summary showing total numbers as far as transactions, dollars saved, average savings per script in dollars and percentage. At the end of the month, our commission reports exactly reconcile what the back office numbers say. We show all the claims, what was collected, and the commission rate and the total amount paid to our partners. At this point in time, I just want to show you some of our technology, and we'll bring up one of the existing Epilepsy Foundation sites, which I thought I had here. There we go. All right, so this is the Epilepsy Foundation, Texas, Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth. Already a marketing partner. They came on board just a little while ago. They're the first ones to sign up, and I'm sure that's how a lot of you folks heard about us. So the two main reasons people would go to our branded partner site, one is for card delivery. We're a technology company in the healthcare space, so in addition to being able to print unlimited cards that prints 3 at a time to a sheet with that partner's unique group number, we now have newer technology where you can put your mobile phone number in, click text card, and within a minute it will download a high-resolution image of that card right to the smartphone, so you don't even need to actually carry the card. This is an award-winning technology. We were approached 4 years ago by Google after much due diligence on their end, and they asked us to become their health partner. So while that portal was up, we ran Google Health, but today they're still an integral part of our mission because they help power our pharmacy search engine. I want to price a couple of common seizure medications, which you folks all might be familiar with. You would type in a couple letters of the medication. When it appears, you select it, and let's say 100 milligram tablet. And it will also show you the brand equivalent, but we're going to go with the generic route. I would assume I take one a day for 30 days. I'll just add that to the list. But I can actually, with this technology, price multiple medications at once, and it will actually aggregate the total and give me the lowest prices first. And this is what I'm looking for here. 200 milligram tablet. And I will select the generic and save that to the list. Now I have 2 medications. All I need to do now is type in my zip code, and the power of this technology will give me all the pharmacies in my area, when I can expand that list actually up to 50 pharmacies, but I'll just use 20, and it will sort all my local pharmacies from lowest to highest price. And over here, it actually breaks out the price of these medications. These are 2 seizure meds, so I'm sure you folks are familiar with these drugs. Now, the retail price for these medications is much, much higher. And people say, well, why do pharmacies agree to discount the cost of medication? It's a trade-off. I mean, no matter what town you live in, you look on any corner and you've got a Walmart, maybe a Walgreens, a CVS, a Rite Aid, a supermarket, and an independent, and they're all vying for that foot traffic. They do a lot more than sell drugs. They depend on companion sales as well. For instance, Walmart is probably our heaviest discounter because they've done internal studies, and they know that when someone gets a script filled in one of their stores and waits for it, they're going to spend an average of $80 while in that store waiting for that script. And if you walk into any drug chain, you'll always notice that the pharmacy is located in the back of the store. They want you walking through the aisles and picking up everything from cosmetics to candy. So we see that there's a huge variance in discounts. For instance, Walmart for these 2 drugs, if I walked in there today with a script for these 2 medications, this is exactly what I'd pay. It's not an average price. It's an exact price, and it's updated every week. So if we go down the list, we see the low is Walmart at $23.65, and then you see the price rise as we go into more pharmacies. CVS selling the same medications that Walmart is selling for $23.65 at $122.80, $96 and $26. Still a steep discount compared to retail, but nowhere near the level of the box stores and the independents. So this really helps our conversion rate, letting our members know exactly where to go to get the absolute lowest price for their medication. Every partner has access to a back office where each morning we upgrade, as I mentioned, all of our claims. And you can do a date range, and you could look at the claim summary or simply, the detail. And the detail would show you the group number, the name. This is one of our internal numbers. Whether that script was paid or reversed. Now, reverse means at some point it was adjudicated but backed out by the pharmacy because maybe the client didn't show up for the medication, so it was being re-inventoried. Maybe they still couldn't afford it, or they used a different form of payment. But it shows the drug name, brand or generic, quantity and dosage. Usual and customary. The member always wins. So if the cash price, for instance, $4 at Walmart, is less than our discounted price, that's exactly what the member pays. We still adjudicate the claim, we just don't invoice the pharmacy. And it'll show the retail price, what the member paid, what they saved in dollars and percentage, and you'll see that some of these percentage of savings is just absolutely outrageous, which shows you a lot of the gouging that's going on. Here's a medication that was filled with lamotrigine, which actually is a seizure medication, at Kroger Pharmacy. The retail price was $287. The member paid $10.32 by using our card, saved $277, or almost 97% off retail. Now with that, we put together a list of common seizure medications, and these were actual adjudications where it shows the drug, the indication, which is going to be most of these are seizure, the quantity, what our discounted price was, and how much the card holder saved. And you'll see some of these numbers are absolutely outrageous. Lamotrigine, 200 milligrams, 105 pills. They paid $12.99 and saved over $290. $14 saved over $600. Depending on the pharmacy, everyone's retail price is different. So if you look at these drug names, I'm sure most of these you'll be familiar with, and these were all claims adjudicated with our pharmacy discount card. When I get to the bottom of the list, I total up everything. So there were probably 134 drugs where our cost was $14.3306, averaged $10.69 per script, and the savings were over $5,700, or $42.77 in savings. This would have been the total retail cost, but this is what our members paid, average savings of 80% on those drugs just by producing our pharmacy discount card. So we're not a large company, but that plays to our advantage. The PBM models are big and bulky, and quite honestly, can't get out of their own way. There's no focus on the discount card space. This is all we do, and we do it better than anyone else. And being small and nimble gives us the ability to really watch market changes and to be able to adapt to those changes with new products and deploy and employ new technology the moment it becomes available. So in summary, we're a technology company committed to being a leader, remaining a leader in the discount card space. We're the first and only platform approved and adopted by Google Health. We have an award-winning price matrix and search engine and API. We provide total visibility for our partners with a web-based portal where we update our claim transactions every 24 hours. We have a full-service video, graphics, and marketing department that can customize training, educational, and marketing videos at our partners' request. Our research shows that we have not some of the most aggressive pricing, bar none, in the industry. Our reversal rate is very minimal, and our usual and customary is performing actually right now about 18%. Usual and customary, or UNC, means where the cash price is better than ours, like that $4 generic at Walmart. Well, we only lose less than 2 out of 10 times, where the PBM-based cards are performing at about 30 to 40% UNC, meaning they're losing to the cash price 3 or 4 out of 10 times. We recently released our mobile device, RxCut delivery system, which is that text-to-phone, and we're currently optimizing our entire platform for mobile devices and plan to launch that later this year. So what's in it for the Epilepsy Foundation? Well, our programs provide a tremendous benefit to all individuals, not just the uninsured. It provides actually a great form of community outreach, which is really the mission statement of most nonprofits. It can help build your brand awareness, as we'll customize your cards and website to display your logo. It certainly can lower healthcare costs and increase medication compliance with everyone you touch. And just as importantly, create a unique fundraiser for your foundation with a $1.50 donation per claim. So if Mrs. Jones has 5 monthly maintenance meds she takes, and we're less on 4 of them, well, that's $6 each month you're going to make for Mrs. Jones, saving money. We're a performance-based product. We only make money when our members save money. So at this point, that concludes the presentation. I'm going to unmute everyone, and if you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to address them. Wow, I did that good a job? No questions at all, folks? Okay, Alicia?
Yes.
You want to give them your contact information in case they want to are interested in seeing a copy of the agreement?
Sure. I'm at aliciabjackson@gmail.com. That's ALICIA, as in Brown, Jackson @gmail.com. And my phone number is 713-927-0964.
And folks, the process is very easy. We have a marketing agreement that's a 2-pager. It's really a no-brainer. It spells out the compensation plan. You would execute that, get that back to Alicia along with a high-resolution copy of your logo, 300 DPI resolution or better, and it could be any format. From there, our graphics department will actually create a card proof for your approval. Once approved, we will activate your RxCut site with your unique group number, and actually between Alicia and us, we'd actually pay for your first set of cards, 5,000 cards that come in a 17-pound box via UPS. The cost is only $50, but we'll absorb that to get you started, and we'll also do a follow-up call with you once you're on board to talk about how to launch successfully, implementation, and best practices. So appreciate your time today. Thanks for a piece of your morning. Any questions, you can feel free to call me directly too. My name is Al Branken, and the best way to reach me is 856-304-4874. Looking forward to working with you guys. Hopefully you'll come on board because it's an absolute no-brainer. You can help people and create a unique revenue stream for yourself as well. Thanks for your time, and have a great day. Take care.